Yo, 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 hey guys, it's me, Fusion What Ifs here, and today I'm going to be doing part 5 of What If Deku with Yamamoto. When I'm done this part, I'm going to put on a community tab saying, hey, what do you guys want me to post for this week? Because, yeah, I decided that since I'm going to be posting videos, I might as well do it on what you guys want to see. So, yeah, I'm just going to say you guys can comment down below. The one that has the most votes is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the week. Well, the new week, at least next week. So, yeah, I might not be posting as often, like for like a week or two, because I'm going on a trip, and it's like out of where I'm supposed to be, like out of the country. But I'm vaccinated and all of that, and I've gotten my tests. So yeah, we're going somewhere. It's out of the country, so like I might not be able to upload and post as frequently. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that in all now. Oh, so I'm sorry I didn't upload the last video, like the one that was supposed to be here yesterday. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't do that one. Like, that one was actually supposed to come out yesterday. Well, this one, I mean. But, yeah. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Without further ado, play my intro. So let's get straight into it, okay? So this is, like, directly after he's finished sleeping, right? He wakes up, he eats lunch with his mom, and he goes straight to school. When Izuku gets to school, he enters into class like always. He talks with Todoroki, Uraraka, and Ida. All of that like usual. And I'm sorry if there's an echo, okay? I'm not sure how the hell it happened. Maybe because my room is like more empty now because I cleaned it up, but like there's an echo every single where I turn. But okay, so that's pretty much what happens. And then Aizawa walks in, right? And he starts to explain the requests. And they see that Izuku, not surprisingly, Izuku, who had one number first place, has the most requests. Todoroki coming in second and Baku coming in third. You know, some people are confused why Todoroki had more requests than Bakugo, but then they realized that, yeah, Bakugo's personality isn't the best, and as such, they just continue on with their day. Then we have Midnight come in, right? When Midnight comes in, she starts to explain about their hero names and about what they're gonna do, right? Everyone goes up, and this time, instead of Izuku picking the hero named Deku, he actually picks the Shinigami hero Yamamoto. Um, Midnight says it's completely fine and that it actually has like a sort of ring to it, right? Izuku's just nods his head and goes by and talks to everyone, right? He asks who's going with who. Ida says he probably going to go with Native. Izuku, who knows about Ingenium's injury, is Spectacle, okay? So yeah, it's in his idea that he's gonna go to Hosu on his training, okay? That's where he's gonna go, even if his training doesn't let him. Then Uraraka says he's gonna go to Gunhead, and Todoroki surprisingly says he's gonna train with Endeavor. Izuku and Todoroki talk about this, and Todoroki says that to get better control over his fire, he should go someone who is, a fire expert. And yeah, this is when why Izuku's gonna pick one. He actually hears Aizawa call his name and say, Izuku, Midoriya, because you had the most requests, it would seem sort of impossible to go through all of them. And I'm not sure anyone in the top 10 heroes could actually help you. Because, yeah, none of them really suit or have your sort of fighting style. So, Nezu's allowed you to go on your own, train. And Izuku just nods his head. And, Uraraka, just starts, just starts, like, cheering for Izuku and all of that, Ida starts to congratulate him. I know Todoroki just has a small smirk. You guys might be wondering why I'm letting him do this. It's because listen, right? If we were to give Izuku like a hexagon of all of his stats, right? He would have a perfect hexagon. Like there is nothing in his stats that is lacking. And as such, he trains by himself. During training, he gets attacked by these assassins. He's confused where they come from, But yeah, he does take care of them quickly. He kills them, even, right? And it's not his first kill and all of that. He isn't really emotional, right? Like always, he just feels pity as he kills them. Yeah. Damn, why am I laughing? I feel so awkward. This is what happens whenever you get rushed, you guys. Always post daily. So yeah, that's what happens. And he usually meditates and meets up with Ryujin, but it's weird. Ryujin, I said Mugen. Ryujin seems to be getting weaker. If you guys don't know, Ryujin, or as his full name says, Ryujin is Izuku or Yamamoto's Shikai, which really isn't his Shikai, but I'll explain it soon enough. So that's what happens, and Izuku asks why, and as I said, Ryujin just says that it's fine and that he'll be just fine, okay? Izuku keeps on training. This is when he gets a text from Todoroki, right? And it's something about the Hosu invasion. Or about, it's just the coordinates, okay? Because no one else actually, he didn't have enough time to write an actual message to it, right? This is when Izuku got worried, because if Todoroki's been training with his flames a lot more now, he should be stronger, even if it's just slightly, right? So for someone to be able to make Todoroki give Izuku coordinates and not even tell him a reason why, it must be something serious. And as such, he flashes over to Hosu using Shunpo. There he sees a few Nomus, like more, but he can sense their Ryatsu and they seem weaker than the one at the USJ. If he was to rank them, they would be mid-low tier, maybe high-low tier, while the one at the USJ was a high tier, like an elite even. When Izuku goes around and starts chopping down the Nomus, okay, and he's doing this while also approaching the location that Todoroki gave him, right? When he gets there, he sees Stain and Ida and Native on the ground, right? Ida right now is trying to talk Todoroki out of it, saying, "No, Lee, this is my fight. You're my brother. I need to get my revenge. On some Sasuke shit, okay? Fuck, all the Sasuke fanboys are gonna destroy me. But yeah, on some Sasuke shit." And this is when Todoroki just pulls up and says, "No, Ida, revenge is in the way of the hero. You know that. Would your brother want you to die like this? Avenging him? You're actually gonna put all this guilt onto him." And this is when Ida just kind of shuts up, right? Native right now is still knocked unconscious, and this is when Izuku flashes in right beside Todoroki and blocks an attack from Stain, because while Todoroki was giving his little montage, Stain saw this as a chance, right? And as he does this, Izuku says, "Well said, Todoroki." And then he started going at Stain, right? Stain is having a sort of a hard time, but he actually gets a cut on Todoroki and licks his blood, right? This is when Izuku figures out his quirk. And surprisingly, it's not actually something to do with enhancement, because he's moving very fast. Like, he looks like he has like some high tier enhancement quirk, but he doesn't. It's just a paralyzation through blood. No, that's good. Now he's gonna work on him to begin with, because let's be real now, none of Stain's swords are actually gonna hit him. And this when Izuku actually, he has a sword out, so he's just going at it with Stain, and he's using one hand. He's using one hand. He's using one-handed swordsmanship, and he's going at it with Stain, right? Stain here is dual wielding, and Izuku's impressed, really is, and he's like, "It seems you're worthy," and he puts both his hands on his sword. If you guys don't know, in Bleach, the difference between putting one hand on your sword and putting two hands on your sword is drastic, right? It's like the difference between heaven and earth, okay? Even your botch when facing Yamamoto was like, if you had just gotten your other arm back, you could have done a much better job against me, and like all of that, right? He was actually hyping up Yamamoto, because if Yamamoto got his hand back while fighting Yoha Botch, it would have been a not totally different fight, but more of like a fair fight, okay? I'm alone with my brother, so I need to take care of him, so I hope that he's not doing anything stupid. Okay, but yeah, he puts both hands on his sword, and he just seems to get stronger, right? Every single attack, Stains tries to block with his sword, right? They all get shattered, and eventually he's only left with one dagger. And he's still standing, just barely. And this one he's like, even though you pursue justice, you pursued it in the wrong way. You're misguided. Well, it seems that you're strong. I'll give you a glimpse, something close to my true power. This is when he says, burn all creation to ash. Ryujinjika. And his sword goes up in flames, right? And the heat presented by his flames can be felt over all of Hosu. Hell, even like a mile more. And everyone is surprised, right? Even Endeavor, who is a fire expert and like he has a pretty impressive fire quirk, is like, I've never felt heat like this, and it's not even from here. And then imagine, right? Todoroki is barely staying conscious with his ice that's melting every single second. And Ida and Native are like still like they knocked out now. Like Native woke up mid fight, but like the heat knocked him out. It's kind of like a heat stroke, right? But nothing too dangerous, right? This is when Stain is like, it seems you're a true hero, putting your friends before actually running away. I wish you luck. This is when Izuku just appears and hits Stain with his sword, okay? Don't get me wrong, right? He hits Stain using like the bottom of his sword, like where the hilt is and all that. Yeah, I hit him using the bottom of the sword, and he knocks Stain out. This is when he seals back his Shikai, and he walks back to Todoroki. Todoroki's like, what was that? Like, I knew you had some firepower, but that was unreal. And Izuku's like, no worries, give it like a... Seeing as you've been using your fire for a little... close to what seems to be a month now, because 2-week arc of sports festival, then I'm pretty sure it takes 2 weeks to do the what's it called, no, I'm pretty sure it's 1 week to do the internships, and I'm gonna say it took like a week for them to actually get into internships, so it's been like a month. He's like, it's been a month now, and you've grown. No worries, I'll get you stronger. You'll be stronger, okay? I'll make you a better hero. And this is when, Endeavor finally shows up, and he's like, what happened? And this is when he turns to Izuku, and he's like, was that you? And Izuku just nods his head, and he's like, tell no one about it, okay? Just say that it was some weird event, like something supernatural, okay? And Endeavor just nods his head, and this is when they start walking out, right? Izuku holding Native. And this is when, Izuku holding Native and Endeavor carrying Ida. While doing this, Anomu swoops in. This is one that Izuku didn't come across while going over to them. And it swoops up Todoroki. Todoroki just starts flying away. And this is when Stain awakens, right? He goes up and he kills Anomu. And he says, no. He's one of the 2 true heroes I found today. You shall not touch him. As starts releasing massive amount of killing intent, right? Everyone is frozen, besides Izuku, obviously. And he just walks over to Stain, and he's like, Stain, you have 2 broken ribs and like a slightly fractured skull. You should be resting. And Stain's like, okay. And he faints, right? The reason he said okay to Izuku is because he's one of the other 2 people that is a true hero, right? So he faints and Izuku catches him, and he's like, get him to the hospital or somewhere else. Just make sure he gets proper treatment, okay? So when he grabs onto Todoroki, who was currently frozen, well, not frozen in like ice, but like frozen in fear, and he just walks over. Next day we go and we're in the hospital, right? This is when we see Ida, who has suffered minor injuries because his hand was stabbed by Stain, and as such, he has some minor damage there. And this one, Todoroki doesn't actually say anything about being the handbreaker, because first hand that he's apparently broken. So this is when the dog cop, whatever, the head chief commissioner, whatever, comes in, right? The dog, and he starts spitting like, yo, y'all, you guys really can't take any credit for that, right? Todoroki just kind of gets mad, and he's like, what, should we have then just let him die? And he's like, it's against the rules. And he's just talking that bull, but he says that, yeah, he'll let you guys go if only you guys just decide to give Endeavor the credit, right? Izuku doesn't really care, right? Because to him, being a hero isn't about fame or anything. That's just saving people. Justice. And as such, he's gonna be fine with it, right? Todoroki says yes, and Ida, yeah, does that the exact same thing, right? In this one, Ida actually tries to talk to his brother and apologizes for doing something very stupid. His brother forgives him and all of that, and yeah. Let's time skip, well, not really time skip, but they have like 1-2 more days left of internships. So Izuku goes back and he starts meditating, right? And then it enters his inner mind. It's like the one, actually no, scratch that. It's a desert. Yeah. A desert. Something close to Las Noches. With a pond of water a bit away. And then he tries looking for Ryujin. And there he finds someone who looks like him, just inverted. Instead of his regular black Shuhakusho and white Hiyori, he has a white Shuhakusho and a black Hiyori. They both have the number Ichi on their back, and he seems to be holding the same exact sword as Ryujin. This is when Izuku asks, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Let's just say I'm your real Zanpakuto. I'm the real Ryujin Chika." And that's where I'm gonna end it off, guys. Yep, cliffhanger. Sorry, this came to mind because recently, right, it's been in my mind as like, hey, I can give Izuku whatever the hell I really wanted to. He doesn't have to be forced with the powers. I'm gonna make this different, okay? So that it's not like he only has Yamamoto's powers, okay? Because even though he is his reincarnation, he is different, okay? He is his own person. That's why he acts a bit differently than Yamamoto. Even though their personalities are sort of aligned, they're not completely the same. So yeah, hope you guys like and subscribe. Trying to get to 2K before New Year's Eve or by New Year's. I know it's a really gutsy goal, but yeah. Thank you guys all for watching.